What's going on, everybody? Curtis here at Valley Achievement Center again. Now this time I'm actually at our Ming Avenue facility. This is our basic education program. I'm gonna walk in here and see if Alfred, the director of our Ming Avenue facility, is in here and maybe he can give us a virtual tour. So let's go check it out. All right, so Alfred, what's going on?
Hey Curtis, I didn't expect you.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Awesome. Hey, I wanted to find out, I'm trying to do a virtual tour here since the whole situation with COVID-19. We're not able to give our typical tours. But do you mind kind of walking us around and explaining what we're doing here at Ming Avenue?
Absolutely. Always happy to give a tour and an overview of our programs.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you.
Let's go do it. So here at the Ming Avenue location, our focus is working one-on-one with students who are on the autism and developmental disability spectrum, working with those students one-on-one to address any deficits that they have, both behavioral deficits and cognitive learning deficits as well. So we do have two different programs. One is our basic ed morning education program that is tied to school districts and the local SALPAs. And then our after school program is a supplemental program to the education program that is tied to Kern Regional Center. And in the after school program, unlike the morning program, our after school program is focused solely on functional adaptive skills. My role is I'm the director here at the Ming Avenue location. And so what that entails is making sure that all of the students' goals and objectives are being met, making sure that our program structure is in accordance with the district guidelines and also with regional center guidelines as well.
Now, Alfred, do you mind if you have the time to kind of walk us around the building and go check it out?
Absolutely. Let's go do that.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, now we're going to begin our journey and our tour into our Ming Avenue location campus. So again, just as a reminder, our focus is one-on-one education and one-on-one programming for all of our students, whether they're in our morning academic program or in our after-school functional program. An example of that is this is our group structured classroom right here. So the focus of this classroom right here is for our students to engage and interact with one another. One of the core deficits of our students is isolation and not wanting to initiate engaging with their peers. So one of our main focus is to get our students to engage and respond to one another in a group setting. This area in here, this is our gymnasium area. So the focus of our gymnasium is multi-pronged. So this is where our students do group activities as well. They also do snack activities in here, have lunches, and because of the open space, we also have large gatherings of our students, such as parties, whenever a student has a birthday party, any special events during the holidays and things of that nature. This is our communal gathering area for Ming Avenue right here. So continuing right around this way, we have a couple more functional areas for our students, because again, our goal is to teach adaptive skills to our students and also teach those skills that are also transferable into a general environment and hopefully into the home. So a prime example of that is our simulated bedroom right in here, where we teach life skills to those students to do things such as make a bed, put clothes away, hang up clothes, if need be, sweep and clean, and things of that nature. So all those things that lead to a more independent life for the student. We also have another kind of recreational activity, fun thing for our students to do, which is read a book, kind of lounge in here. This is our library area. So in here, our students have the opportunity to select a book, read, or be read to, or in many cases, a lot of our students just like to come in here and just hang out for a little bit. So we have now transitioned into our sensory room. This area is used for our morning academic students who are in our morning program. And the reason why we have this area set up is because a lot of our students present with sensory needs and sensory deficits. So our OT specialist, who is contracted through the school districts, they come in here and they provide OT sessions for the students. So that's why you see things like platform swings, hammock swings, balancing chairs back here, and just any activity that the student needs assistance with identifying their sensory needs. Okay, now we're transitioning into several of our classrooms. And again, our classrooms are set up and designed for to work one-on-one with individual students. So one of the things that we clearly recognize is that not all of our students have the same specific needs. Some students need as little distraction as possible, so therefore there's some of our classrooms are set up to where there's not as many students in the classroom to minimize distraction, to minimize any disruption to the students' ability to focus on their work. This is an example of one of those classrooms. So in this classroom, there's very limited students in this classroom for us to capitalize on their learning opportunities. So in here, there's only 3 students in this classroom right here, okay? So one of the nice things about being able to minimize downtime, minimize distraction, is that the students are able to focus a lot more on their skills and give the staff working one-on-one with those students the opportunity to redirect the student should they go into any behavior. We're transitioning into another classroom, and this classroom here is more typical of the type of classrooms that you'll see here at our Ming Avenue location. And what I mean by that is a lot of our students work in individual workstations and individual cubicles, okay? So in these areas, a student will work side by side with their one-on-one aide, whatever those goals and objectives that they're working on, whether it's in the morning program or in the afternoon program. They have their own individual workstation. And what's unique about a lot of our classrooms that have these cubicles is we also try to incorporate a group learning activity center, okay? So a lot of our classrooms have these group activity centers clustered within the classroom itself. So that way it encourages everyone in this classroom to come together for a group activity, whether it be a board game, whether it be reading a book, whether it be a specific activity, or even just a birthday celebration. It encourages students to come from their individual cubicles into a common area. This particular classroom is set up to where it has individual bathrooms. So for some of our students who are learning how to self-help, go through self-help skills such as toileting, they have easy access to bathrooms. Other than that, our other students in our other classroom, they have a communal bathroom that they will utilize. This is another example of our typical classrooms that you see. In here, in this particular classroom, you see, again, the individual workstations that allow the student to utilize the individual work one-on-one with their staff members, to also minimize the distraction by the use of the cubicles. So another classroom where, again, we are meeting the one-on-one individual needs of the students. Some of our students present with a lot of sensory needs, such as sensitivity to noise, such as sensitivity to distraction, tactile sensory issues. So one of the ways that we accomplish that is by giving students as much space as they need. So for our students, they may have an individual workstation, and then should the need arise where they need to decompress or get back to baseline behavior, this is an area right here where that is accomplished. So that's one of the neat things about VAC, is that if we have the space, if we have the capacity and the ability, we definitely tailor the individual student's needs based off of the classroom structure and the classroom availability space. So that was a look at our classrooms. here at Ming Avenue. So now we're going to transition to our playground area, which is a highly popular area for a lot of our students for the obvious reason, because this is a playground area. So what's very unique about our location is that we have this very beautiful wide open space here. Students come out here for a variety of reasons, but the number one reason is to gain access to a preferred activity once they've completed their tasks, such as using the jungle gym, using the swing, or in many cases just coming out and walking and enjoying the fresh air. As you can see, we have ample space for students to run around, to walk, to play soccer out here, to do a gross motor activity with their peers or with their staff members, or simply enjoy sitting underneath the shade underneath one of our beautiful trees out here. So this is a very popular place for a lot of our students. One of the very unique things about our location as well is that we do have an on-site swimming pool that we utilize during the summer months as a recreational activity for a lot of our students. A lot of our students really enjoy utilizing the swimming pool during the summer months because it's a cooling, refreshing activity for them to do. So during the summer months, we open up the swimming pool for our students. Staff and student get in the pool to enjoy the recreational activities of the swimming pool. So a lot of our students are beginning swimmers, so we take extra precaution to identify which students are not familiar with swimming, as well as those students who may be expert swimmers and so therefore take a little bit more risk in terms of getting in the pool, but we want to make sure safety is the number one priority whenever any student gets into the swimming pool. So we do have a lifeguard on standby whenever we open up the pool. That is one of our requirements, is to ensure that there is that safety component when we open up the swimming pool during the summer months. So now we transition back into the gymnasium area where we originally started our tour. As we walk and move our way back towards the gymnasium, we pass the bathrooms that our students utilize, the boys' bathroom and girls' bathroom. So yet again, just depending on the independent level of each student will determine how much interaction each student has with their primary staff member. Off of the bathrooms is we have a laundry room. And again, we do teach independent living skills for students. So if the students are at that developmental stage level where it's appropriate for us to begin to start teaching them laundry skills, we will definitely start working on those laundry skills. And again, any of these skills that we teach, our goal is to hopefully have those skills transition and generalize into a natural environment for our students, such as the home environment or whatever environment the individual is coming from. Last thing I want to show you guys is our student kitchen area. So in here, we encourage our students to assist with as much of their own meal prep as possible, whether it's a snack time or whether it's actual lunchtime or late afternoon snack for the student. So we have microwaves, we have sinks, dishwasher, and oven and a stovetop. So again, the focus of this area is to get the students to learn how to prepare as much of their own meals as possible. One of the things that we definitely encourage our students to do is to learn how to prepare like a menu of a preferred meal. So a lot of our students love to make cupcakes or cakes or cookies or things like that. Things that maybe are pre-packaged and it's very simple for them to follow the instructions and then go from there. These are the refrigerators where our students keep their supplies, their cooking supplies, and we teach them how to retrieve their items from their bins that are inside here that have their names labeled on it, so that way students know where to find their items. So again, all of these skills, our goal is to have these skills transition into the home. I'm always encouraged when I hear parents at parent meetings talk about how they didn't realize that their students knew how to do so many of the skills and activities that we work on here at VAC. That's always encouraging for me to hear when parents are pleasantly surprised to hear that, wow, I did not know that my child knew how to load a dishwasher, because at home they really don't know how. So when we hear that, we really try to encourage the parents to start working on those skills at home as well. That completes our tour of our Ming Avenue location here at Valley Achievement Center. I really greatly appreciate your time to come along on this tour with me. I really enjoy giving tours to all of our prospective stakeholders here at Valley Achievement Center. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us on any of our social media platforms, emails, phone numbers. You know how to find us. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody, there you go. That's our Ming Avenue facility. Thank you, Alfred, and your entire staff for all the work you do for our clients. If you have any questions, need to get a hold of us for any reason, find out more information on our programs, you can reach out to me directly. You can also reach out to us on our social media platforms and our website. Phone number, we have multiple ways. You guys know how to get a hold of us. And until next time, stay safe, stay positive. I'm gonna go take a dip in this pool Alfred was talking about, and we will talk to you later. Bye.